Grace and peace unto you. My name is Sam Martin, and I serve as senior pastor and head of staff here at James Island Presbyterian Church. I'm so excited and thrilled to welcome to our community of faith our newest staff family member. Her name is Terri Wetherell, and she is serving as our interim associate pastor candidate. So we're excited about the gifts and graces that she brings to the benefit of our community of faith, and we've spoken many, many times about the blessing that the community of faith will be to her. So Terri, on behalf of our entire church, welcome and thank you for your simple but obedient yes to come and serve with us.
It couldn't have felt more right. I'm delighted to be here at James Island Pres and looking forward to all of the spirit-filled, mission-oriented journeys that we will share. So thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for your yes. As you know, we're in our stewardship focus now here at James Island Pres, and so often people think of stewardship in a truncated version. It's all about money and the budget of the church. It's much broader in scope than simply giving money to the church and funding the budget. If you think about it, our stewardship focus points us back to the truth that stewardship is really a way of life. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So when we think about stewardship, it is response with the best of the rest of our life in worship of God and serving our neighbor. Some folk have asked me, well, what's our plan moving forward? How are we going to pursue God's discerned will for our community of faith? And you might think of it as three GPS coordinates. The first is our vision statement that's very, very simple but comprehensive in scope. And our vision statement is this: to discover who you are in Christ, in the church, and in service to the world. It really all begins with a personal relationship by grace through faith in Jesus. And once that relationship is established, we'll come alongside you and journey with you in that process of God conforming you, growing you more and more into the image of His Son, Jesus Christ. So it begins with that personal relationship. The second step will be, the second coordinate will be the strengths-based leadership, where you'll actually take a brief survey and understand clearly the absolute unique to you way that God has gifted you to serve in our community of faith and in the larger world that we live. You'll understand your strengths, and then we will, quite frankly, humbly insist and come alongside you and help you find an area of service here in the local community of faith. And as you practice in the environment of worship and fellowship with other believers, you'll gain encouragement, you'll be filled with a humble courage to take those strengths and live out of them out in the world. In the world is that third part of our vision statement, where you spend most of your time, honestly, either at home or at work. But God equips us to be salt and light in a world that desperately needs, now more than ever, the witness of Jesus Christ wearing your skin. So that's our three GPS coordinates moving forward. The strengths-based leadership to go out and be salt and light in the world that we serve. I'm so excited. It's a new season of life, not just on the calendar, but it's also a season of our service and worship, our honoring God and serving our neighbor as ourselves. Just a reminder that our stewardship focus that points us back to the reality of the broad scope of stewardship actually begins Sunday, October the 24th, at both the 8:30 and the 11 o'clock service. We'll be concentrating on three different themes: time, talent, and treasure, of which money is a part. So I invite you and every family member to be in prayerful discernment, in communion with God, and really offer yourselves to God in prayer and say, Lord, what might be the best way for me to respond with the best of the rest of my life in worshiping you and serving our neighbor with my time? We don't make time, we take time to do the things that God has equipped us to do, and our treasure, of which money is a part, but also our talents, our unique gifts and graces that God has given to you and to me and to no one else exactly in the proportion that He's given to you, and to find a place to serve and to practice, to go out then and be salt and light with the good news of the gospel, the message of Jesus Christ. Again, we thank you for your time in viewing us. We invite you to come and worship with us either online or in person, and just experience our Christ-centered, warm, friendly environment where we honor God and worship and are equipped and encouraged to journey together in being salt and light in a world that desperately needs the gospel of the good news of Jesus Christ. Thank you again for your time. Stay safe. Grace and peace unto each of you.